Oh, it's the reflective light makes things look different colors. Okay, there's one new... Well, not one. There's a new outbreak. It's the last of the ones associated with the Ruin Quartet guys, whose name I still don't know. I was really torn up about which one to pick for this. First I was thinking Vulpix, because that's a pretty good shiny color. But then I looked, I have a tiny Vulpix that had the weird glitch from Legends, so I didn't want to get rid of that. I looked at Numel, but I had Nummels with pretty good marks already. So I decided I'm going to go with Charcadet, because I have... The Cerule Edge I have that I used on my team for Scarlet is the rarest mark I have, and it's a Dusk mark. The rest of them don't have any rare marks, so I'm going to go with that. Now, I remember just from the first few times I've hunted for Shiny Charcadet, it's not as bad as it seems just because Charcadet's got such a big noggin, the eyes actually do stand out a little bit. I do like... This is actually a pretty good spot because we're high enough that nothing down there will be spawning. Oh, this is actually a very good spot. Oh, wait, this might be a perfect spot because it looks like they're just respawning infinitely in that one... No. This is something where... They should have given us the little sparkles in the sound jingle, because it is so hard to tell. But it means that getting these guys to reset is easy, because I just go a circle, jump off the cliff, glide a little, come back, and they'll reset. Why did you stop? Get him? Why the stopping? Charcadet, they didn't give you a good shiny. They could have. You could have had such a great shiny. Make all your reds blue and your blues reds, and the same for your evolutions, but I don't know why. Why just the eyes? I wonder if I'll find one before. I've had pretty good luck with these outbreaks that I find a shiny before the initial hunting phase even begins. Although that might be more difficult when it's hard to spot them. The trick I remember to Charcadet is you just gotta roll on by them and just look as they turn to see you. Then you can easily tell the shinies. Because the blue does really pop. And Charcadet does turn really quick, too. It doesn't, like, do a, like, alert notice and then start slowly turning to look at you. What did you hit over there? A Sandile. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, see? I can just roll around while my guy's doing that. See if there's any shinies. Look at them all squared up. Charcadet Soot. Ooh, Sandstorm. I wouldn't be opposed to getting a Sandstorm mark Charcadet. I just remember not to overdamage it. It is a shame I couldn't figure out any weathermark solution for that last batch of outbreaks, but it is what it is. And I might not necessarily get a weathermark this time. The fact that I got 2 weathermarks especially okay, the Oddish makes sense because that was an easy one. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stop. But the Bridgerbacks. That one was crazy lucky to get a thunderstorm. Okay, so fire is bell peppers. Let me just double check that that's the sandwich. So red, and then would 2 spices do it, or is it going to be a weird one? 2 spices would do it. Okay, sandwich, go. Maybe that sandstorm will still be going. It's not. Oh, it is. This could be another fast one if I get really lucky. Nope. 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 No blue eyes. Oh, sandstorm done. Sandstorm done. Actually, I should just do what I figured is just stand over here. We can populate a little. I still haven't looked up anything for people doing like shiny hunts on the Switch 2. Just how different it is in terms of like population, because you can have so many more guys on screen in that one. I have to wonder how much of a difference it makes. Get out of here. This, I have to be more on this side. They do spawn a lot. This is a very good spot. Love me a glidable cliff. Oh, but the problem is, problem is they pop in as I'm leaving. So that might not be the best way to do this group. Nope, no blue eyes. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not as easy as some others where you can like spot them from across as far away as the draw distance lets you see them, but it's not that bad. It's definitely no tandem mouse. I do like Charcadet. Very good design. It's a little night guy that becomes a big night guy. I think it's the right way to do a humanoid Pokemon without like getting too uncanny like Mr. Mime. Oh, you're all red. Red, 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 red. In the back, they almost have a Proto Man. Oh, that makes it even worse. They should have made him a blue shiny, because then he'd look like a Mega Man. Oh. Oh, it really does have, like... I've never really noticed it. But yeah, he's got, like, the scarf and the red and the black break up the same... Well, very similar ways. There's some serious Proto Man design to it. Give me some blue-eyed little munchkins. Red, 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 all red. You know, new idea. How is... Can I make... Ah, I can't have a picnic here. This might be too off to the side, though. We will do it this way, just so I don't have to worry about, like, missing one or two. I'm too far to the right. Okay, that's better. Okay, let them populate. And then go check. Do it again. Yeah, this is probably the best way. I keep going the wrong spot. I have to go here to this dip. All reds, all reds, reds. Should be doing it here. Oh, this is too far to the left. Yeah, maybe I should just do it the way I was. Just rolling around. As long as I keep doing wide arcs, it should be fine. Did you just see one fall off a cliff? It was like corner of my eye. I don't know if I actually saw something. Come on, guys. I need you all to despawn so new ones spawn in. No blues. I mean, probably there have been. This is one I'm definitely sure I'm going to be missing a lot. Just because you got to be close to see. Whoop, another sandstorm. Come on. Show me shiny. Did they ever fix... Didn't Charcadet have a glitched outbreak chance or something? Like, it could only be in a few spots, but they didn't register correctly? I think it was something like that. Red eyes, red eyes, red eyes. All this talk of red and blue eyes makes me just think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are those still, like, modern decks or themes? Blue eyes and red eyes? They ever had a third one? Green eyes or yellow eyes or something like that? Always felt weird to me that they only had two primary colors represented. Like a yellow eyes gray dragon. It's not as catchy. Maybe golden eyes silver dragon? Gold is just like a fancier yellow, and silver is kind of like a fancier gray. Come on, buddies. Got a perfectly good sandstorm going here. Never mind. How much time? Oh wow, it's already been 10 minutes and nary a shiny that I've seen. I could have just made the flame, the tip of his flame, even just make that blue. That would have made such a big difference in the design. It'd be very, very amusing if I somehow get another Duskmark shiny Charcadet. It'd be a little disappointing, but... Gotta be some blue ones. Never fails. Get out of here. And go away. It's gonna be such a like surprise. I'm gonna sneak up on when it's in turn around. Oh, there's blue. I'm trying to think who has a similarly subtle shiny like that. I guess Haunter kind of does, depending on the game. Like Haunter, its tongue changes color, and that's it. Sometimes it has a glow around its hand, too. Like it goes from a red glow to a blue glow, but for the most part, it's just the tongue changes. So if you don't have a good view of the tongue, I think it's also slightly different shade of purple, but barely. Pokemon's an old enough series, they kind of should do a, like, comb through of the existing shinies and maybe fix or touch up the ones that kind of stink. Like, just give default regular shiny Gengar, Mega... Actually, Mega Gengar and Gigantamax Gengar both have the same. Just give it that shiny. White with the black eyes. Doll's eyes. Or like Garchomp. Garchomp has it's a like psychedelic color combo, but it has a pretty good mega shiny palette. Let's give that palette to the normal Garchomp that's shiny. Instead of this one that's only a few gradients different. Who else gets a better... Blaziken kind of has a lackluster shiny palette, but its Mega kind of fixes some of the color. I see the palettes for the Megas they revealed for ZA. Well, I want to see for all the Megas, not just the ones they revealed, but... I don't want to spoil. It's crazy, though, how the leaks have been, like, not just vaguely accurate, but, like, people have been drawing their interpretations of the Megas based on the descriptions, and they've been, like, almost exactly spot on. Like, the Mega Hawlucha reveal, I've seen at least 2 different drawn interpretations based on the leak information, and they are shockingly accurate. Same with the Victory Bell reveal. The Dragonite was a little off in some places, just because I think misinterpretations by the leaker, or poorly described parts, but Victory Bell and Hawlucha have been exactly as described. Which... There's one in particular that I'm very interested to see when they reveal, if it's as... Oh, there we go. Strange as the description implies. Could you perhaps have a sandstorm mark on you? Let's just put you to sleep, I think. Just to be safe. Let me think. Red and blue, red and blue. What did I use for... Oh, I think I used for people. Even though it's not really blue, but it's like a grayish blue on the top there. Depending on the context and light. Perhaps luck? Perhaps luck. Okay, shiny hunt over. That's exactly what I could have wanted. Although, I mean, I have... Well, how much time left? 10 minutes? 11? I could get another shiny in that amount of time. Let's let it run the course. Oh, she's laggy. I should look. I bet Austin John probably has a video of like shiny hunting on the Switch too, because he's detail focused like that. Like he would do a comparison. He's done so much for shiny hunting stuff and pretty comprehensive and thorough. I just wish he didn't put spoilers so often in his titles. I had to unsubscribe from him when he was playing Zelda because he was just flat out putting spoilers in the titles. And luckily I did it before he spoiled anything major, but like the titles and thumbnails were just entire spoilers for the game. Like if you didn't beat the game in the first week, he would have been ruined. I hate when that happens. Like there used to be this nice consideration for people, like maybe a month. You give people a month to play the game and see everything before you just start chucking spoilers into the ether. But I mean, places like IGN, they do like day 1, they do day 0 spoilers. I've seen them spoil things before the games even come out. That's why I've stopped like when I see there's a game I want, I just stop looking at any media for that game. It's too dangerous. Because as anyone familiar with my content knows, I like to take my time and play the game, enjoy it. I'm not rushing to finish it. I hate that mentality. Why rush to finish a game? You should enjoy the experience. I mean, that's not to say the situation where rushing isn't the point, like speedrunning. But I feel like the first time you play through a game, you should take your time and fully explore and do the side quests, do that kind of stuff. Why else? We're just gonna play the main story stuff and just run through the game super quick. You're missing out on so much of the experience. Although I guess that is part of being content creators, is if you don't finish the game in a week, interest dies down. No one wants to watch. No one. There's no attentive retention anymore. Oh. Okay. At least on the bright side, I've established my content as slow go, so anyone who really enjoys it pretty much knows what it's about. Ooh, speaking of side quests. Lots of them. Borderlands is coming out. Digimon's coming out. Pokemon probably won't have too many side quests. Legends. But then Outer Worlds 2 comes out, and that'll definitely have side quests. Fun ones. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for all those games. I was on the fence about Borderlands, honestly. I was really considering not getting it. But then I realized it wasn't because I didn't like the game, it's because Randy Pitchford needs to just stop talking. He and Todd Howard are equal but opposites. Todd Howard does this thing where he overhypes Bethesda games to the point of like insane exaggerations, so that when the thing comes out, you are not let down, but like it's definitely not what you were hyped up for. Like, there's not infinite quests in Skyrim. Technicalities or otherwise. But Randy Pitchford has, like, the opposite effect. He talks, and it's like, it kills hype for the game, just whatever he says. They should do a test one time for long. I don't have... Okay. That's not to say I hate Randy Pitchford. I don't. But the man doesn't think often before he speaks. And it hurts his studio as a result, I would say. But they should do an experiment where maybe Randy chills out for one game launch and they see how the when the launch goes. Just to see if there's any noticeable difference. Randy, he has times where it is good that he speaks, like when they do, like, presentations and stuff like that, but when he's, like, blurting out things on, like, social media sites, maybe take away his Twitter for the month before the game comes out. I still can't believe he pulled the whole real fans will buy it, find a way to buy it. I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he pulled the well, don't you all have cell phones? Crazy. We've learned nothing from the past. Pretty, I mean, not a lot of shinies in this outbreak. This particular sandwich, I should say. But I got exactly what I wanted, and it was the first and only thing I got, so I guess no complaints from me. Although there's always the infamous buzzer beater chance. One last shiny right at the end. I wonder if... You know, I should have checked this. I don't think Charcadet can spawn anywhere on the edge of this desert. But just... Wait, Charcadet can spawn in the desert? Oh. Hello. I didn't know that. I thought Charcadet could only spawn... Huh. Okay. I wasted a sandwich then. Whoops. I didn't think... I guess Charcadet can spawn in the desert. Okay, in that case, I need to pick somewhere else. We're going to the mountains. There, or do I want there? I want... Let's go see how this spot looks. Oopsies. That was a blunder on my part. I didn't even think to check that. And here I was ready to end it. I wasted time. Why did I not think... Yeah, no, you can find them in the desert. Okay. Like, not even vague. Alright, let's do a new one. How much time is left in the sandwich? 3 minutes? Okay. Oh. Already? Come on, charge at me. Ah. I know for a fact Charcadet can't be on these mountains. We just saw. Alright, I'll go take a quick look after this just to make sure that none of them are humongo. I'm not... I don't know if I'm sold on this terrain. It's awkward. Let's... Go see how that looks over there. Before that, though, let me go. See how big these lads are. Let's see. A little bit bigger than average. A little bit bigger than average. Okay, so nothing crazy. I was so not excited, just like, oh, okay. I was so ready to say the hunt is over. Totally slipped my mind that Charcadet can spawn there. So the weather stuff wouldn't have mattered anyways, because Charcadet can... That means there's no real place... Yeah. The weather isn't a thing. But maybe I get a blizzard. If I got a blizzard mark, that would be pretty cool. If I get another snowy mark, that's fine too. If anything, I'm a little disappointed I wasted a sandwich, but I have so much herba that no big loss. I'm curious though, where is this outbreak? Is it in snow? Is it at the bottom of this cliff? Where is it? Okay, so it's technically still on the mountain. This is a strange place, but less awkward, at least, I think. Oh man, Delibird. I remember that. I remember that outbreak. That was one of the first ones. Oh, hold on. We might have something here. Let's see. If I stand over here. Why did you... Okay, never mind. We have nothing here. Go that way. The navigation... The navigating for the Pokemon in this game was never quite that good. Hopefully that's something they touch up if they do this again with your buddy charging forward like this. Oh god. Realized so many had accumulated on this side. Oh. Go get him. Where are you going? Get that one. At least I realized sooner rather than later that that was a waste of a hunt over in the desert. No, there's Snover, like that one guy wanted that one time. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep flipping sides. We clear out one side, we flip to the other. Flip to the other. This one might be a good spot too, honestly, if I roll up the hill and then back down the hill and then back up, because there's nothing spawning on that side. Don't think we're low enough or high enough that something will spawn in the mountain next to us either. Keep thinking about stuff they should do before this game is done and done. You should do a mystery gift, like a special, like how the plot Herba Mysticas were, like a special one, like a Crystal Herba Mystica that just makes only the version you ride, but Miraidon and Koraidon into their shiny palettes. That would be a very cool like way to end the game. Like you get a silver Miraidon or the black Koraidon. Actually, is this place flat? Oh, that's probably flat enough. I was gonna say, can I make a sandwich over here? Outbreak still hasn't gone down again. It went down one stage and that was it, so... Go down there, please. Please go down there. Thank you. There it is. Little lip is a little awkward. I have to be thorough and make sure I don't miss anything there. Why didn't I check Charcadet spawn points? I don't know why I didn't even think to do that. I checked Vulpix and Numel, and then decided I wanted Charcadet and didn't even bother looking. I was so confident that, oh, it can't spawn in the desert. Of course it can spawn in the desert. Why wouldn't it? It's dry. It's a fire type. Okay. Maybe go up the mountain when I tell you to go up the mountain? Not down the mountain? Oh, I'm getting Charcadet suit, I guess. I don't know that Charcadet suit's even a valuable crafting material. It's probably on the rarer side, but it's definitely no Ditto goo. Oh, slowly sliding down the mountain as it fights. Oh, hello. I do remember there's one spot I got once with Flamigo. I don't think it was in an outbreak. You can sit on a place and have a fighting sandwich, I think. Oh. Going, and they'll just keep spawning in the place you threw your guy. Like, they'll spawn on top of them. Oop, not mayonnaise. Why am I putting mayonnaise? Relics are going to be done soon. Ruin, whatever. I mean, they still have to distribute them, but that's not a big deal. They must be planning to finish the rest of the pseudo-legendaries. So I would bet they're going to support. They're going to have content in this game until 2026. There's enough that they could spread out there. Rumor has it the Legends ZA will have DLC? Seen that kind of float around? That would be pretty cool. Arceus didn't get any DLC, and it definitely could have enjoyed some. I'm down here. Okay, something else is spawning somewhere else. There, so I guess... Yeah, there's something else eating into the spawns. I think? Yeah, it's still not a great spot, but... We'll see. If I really don't like this after one sandwich, I'll change the clock to get a new spawn somewhere else. Hmm. Okay, I can kind of do a loop here in a weird way if I do like. Oh, the camera's gonna. The controls fight me though. That's the only problem is I try to turn right and it turns left and. It doesn't give you an option. It's a thing some games do where it tries to adjust your controls based on the camera and not based on your character, which is pretty dumb. Hello, Frostlass. Probably going even further just to really reset everything over here. This works though. Let me go past the tree. Be a good landmark here. Might be going too fast though. Oh dears. Maybe if I just do a regular glide and just land down here. Oh, okay, that seems to be better. What? Okay. What moves? I assume this is probably the similar level. Okay, it's nothing self-damaging. Make sure. I need to fine-tune this. I need to make a wide turn, but not too wide. It's a little inconsistent with the spawning. Maybe I need to go higher. And then just like slowly descend here for a second. Seems kind of effective. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. Uh-oh, sunset. Okay, and then just sink slowly, let them all spawn. Anyone here with blue eyes? No. Okay. Or just slowly descend. Maybe I should just focus on this little area. Oh, ooh, blizzard? Yeah. Oops. Goodbye. Oh no, not this. Are we doing this where I'm just stuck in a battle loop? Don't do this. Oh no. I'm just gonna get sent across all these enemies. Okay. Leave me alone. Let me just do... Whoop, sorry. I'm looking where I was going. There's a creature in either Banjo-Kazooie or 2, I don't remember, that has almost that same sound. It always bothered me with Citadel. Maybe I just do like this. Go this way. Maul to despawn. Go back. That doesn't seem quite as effective. Oh, Blizzard's done. It was fun while it lasted. Cubchoo. There. I wish Cubchoo's idol didn't have the big globby snot hanging. Like that could have been like an like once battle starts or something, or it's like an idle animation. It's not. It doesn't make any sense as just like it's constantly dripping from its nose. I guess maybe that's just a Japanese like kid thing. Like in Wind Waker has a kid that's like that. What an interesting idea for the Citadel line. An ice walking whale. Here we go. You weren't there and I wasn't here. Followed me all the way down the hill, huh? Everyone to despawn. New spawns in. Yeah, that seems to be the best way to do it, is just glide really high and get them all to spawn in. Up. And then down. That's so high up, there's no way stuff was spawning. Maybe there's a cave somewhere around here? I'm hearing Pokemon cries that aren't Charcadet. There must be something spawning somewhere. Maybe there is a cave, like, right under. Well, let me go check that in 1 second. Let me look at these guys and then... I mean, it won't make a difference. I'm just curious. So I'm definitely hearing, like, something below me making noise. There's no cave. God, just get up the hill, please. How's this sandwich going? Ooh, shooting stars. I wish that actually did anything for the game. That would have been a cool mark if there was like a mark that can happen when they're shooting stars, but they happen often enough. I guess it wouldn't make it be very impressive. So what is spawning where? Man, that was such a nice spot in the desert too. I hate the hitbox in this game. They're so bad. Here we go. Somebody else is gonna fight me. Like, that thing didn't even remotely touch me. Weird, the gust of wind. Very stingy sandwiches. And I'm being much more thorough with this group than I was with the desert. I mean, there's still a few I missed there at the end, but I feel like, oh, I imagine statistically it's not like not likely that I've missed them in that group. No blue-eyed ones. Oh. I feel like I've already gone through 20 minutes of this sandwich. No, only 15 minutes. Oh, look, it's actually eating. I kind of wish they'd make another. I know we had one very recently, relatively speaking. I kind of wish they'd make another Pokemon Snap that was more expanded than the last one. The last one was good, but it felt like groundwork for something that could have been better. Actually, it feels like that game should have had DLC. Like, oh, so many other Nintendo games. It's a game that easily could have had good DLC, but they just didn't make it. Like, that's such an easy thing to add to. Just here's a whole new region with more stuff to explore. It's already divided up like that, so... I don't know. I guess no one will ever understand how Nintendo thinks, possibly not even Nintendo. It's just funny because I mentioned there's all these games coming out midway through September and October. And every single one of them, except for the Pokemon game, is a non-Nintendo IP. And every single one of those games has a fancier edition that has all the upcoming DLC included as a bonus. Like a deluxe edition or a collector's edition or whatever. And they all have, okay, we'll include all the upcoming DLC or a set number of them. And Nintendo just doesn't do that because Nintendo just doesn't do that. If Nintendo does DLC for a game, it seems like it's a surprise even to Nintendo. I'm still almost half expecting them... Almost half expecting... that they'll be like, we changed our mind. Here's some stuff for Tears of the Kingdom. But like, in 10 years from now. I guess you can kind of consider the Kirby stuff as DLC. You have to buy it and it has new content. Even if it's exclusive to a different system. They need to have one Pokemon game. Maybe with the release of Generation 10, it'll be a good opportunity. But there needs to be one Pokemon game in modern times. Like every 10 years or so, there should be one like this. That just has every Pokemon in it. I know that's daunting now, according to them, because there's so many. But you need to do that every so often, or else people can't experience the whole game just because they couldn't get a certain number of guys. Still interested to see what that Masters game... No, not Masters. What's it called? Champions? Champions. I'm interested to see what that'll bring to the table. Not for battling, but just for collecting, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to introduce any new Pokemon through that. It seems like it's just... It's going to be the home equivalent, but for battling. Like, if you want to participate in Pokemon battles, it's the... You bring your guys to that game, and then you can battle. Like, maybe they're just going to get rid of online battling in general going forward, and have everything consolidated to that. I don't know how that would go over. I mean, I guess you can still battle with your friends in a game. Like, okay, if Scarlet and Violet didn't have the online tournament stuff, you could still battle with your friends. You'd link up with them and just have a fight, but... Gotta wonder what the game plan is there. Wish they'd do a modern version of My Pokemon Ranch. That was a funny little... Like, just let your guys roam around and do silly things. I loved that game. Even it was... I mean, it was really barely a game. It was like a dumbed down version of The Sims, but you put your Pokemon in it, and they just did stuff. I don't think there... Man, it's been a long time. I don't think there was anything to that game besides just, like... Your guys are roaming wild and you can look at them. And they're very low poly and cute. Remember there were certain things that could happen, like, depending on what you had deposited. Like, you could have stuff with Unknown happen. Or a specific group of Pokemon to make, like, a pillar of themselves. Then again, there's a lot of Pokemon game spin-offs that should have modern games that I don't think are ever coming back. Like Mystery Dungeon. Or Ranger. Or Pinball. Because there's this new iron-fisted or tight-fisted iron grip at Nintendo now that, like, the IPs have to be very clearly defined. They can't have crazy stuff. The era of explorative fun, I think, is over at Nintendo. For now, at least. Like this, there's no way this present-day Nintendo could ever put something out like Pikmin. Pikmin was definitely a product of Nintendo just, like, doing crazy things and seeing what worked, and Pikmin just happened to be one of them. That was, the GameCube era was such a wild, like... It was just strange, but it was fun. Although, I think... Was the GameCube considered a failure for sales? Isn't it the thing that, like, every other generation for Nintendo has been good and bad? Well, no, that's not true, because Super Nintendo did really well, and so did Nintendo 64, so maybe it started with GameCube. I think GameCube was considered not great. Are you blue? Oh, you are blue. Yeah, GameCube was considered not great. Oh my god. This hill sucks. Wii was a huge success. Wii U did very bad. The Switch was a huge success. Although, I can't see the Switch... Well, it's too early to say, but I can't see the Switch 2 being a failure of any capacity. I mean, the only thing I could see it doesn't have going for it is just its insane price point for everything. That's it. No, please let me go. It's a very expensive system with very expensive games. Although it does seem like they've backed off from that $80 price point. Like, that might have been a... Let's see what we can get away with moment with Mario, because I still don't believe that Mario Kart World is considered an $80 value and Donkey Kong Bonanza is a $70. If anything, those should be flipped. Donkey Kong Bonanza has so much more meat on its bones. Not that World is a lackluster game. But Bonanza has so much game in it, and for it to be considered the cheaper of the two is crazy. So it's really, really stupid that their tech demo thing costs money. Like, it's not even an entertainment thing like Wii Sports. It's just a tech demo, and they charge for it. And apparently it's not even that fun, from what I've seen people say. Weird choices. It seems like greedy stuff, but it surely can't be as cut and dry as that. Oh well. We have to see what 2026 will bring. Where is Metroid Prime 4, by the way? Didn't they say that game was coming out this year? Like, very recently, and now there's no sign of it anywhere? Like, they just stopped talking about it. Not that I'm... Well, no, upset is... Not upset isn't the right phrasing. Not that I'm disappointed. If that game needs longer to make, that's absolutely fine. Plus, for some reason, the tail end of this year especially is so backloaded with games. I wouldn't mind having a little breathing room. Oh, who knows? Maybe they'll do a really a surprise December release. I'm very excited for the game, not just because I like Metroid Prime, but because I'm one of the, like 10 people apparently that like Metroid Prime Hunters. They're bringing back Silex. How long did that through line take? Because Prime Hunters was like, what? Mid 2000s? And the end of that game had... No, wait. Prime 3 had the teaser. Right. Prime 3 had the moment where like everyone was like, oh, is that Silex's ship? Or like, no one could really tell. So we've been on this vague note of a cliffhanger for a long time. I do have to wonder, do they plan on doing HD remasters of Prime 2 and 3? I still haven't played the remaster of 1. I should. I haven't really had a moment to sit down and be ready to play through a long game like that. No, I absolutely love... Again, GameCube era. Absolutely loved the first Prime. And the second. Third was good too. Third wasn't as good as the other two, but third, Metroid Prime 3 was still a pretty good game. Although it was the one that tried to introduce the Nintendo equivalent of like trophies and achievements. That kind of, what were they, medals, I think was what they called them in that game. And they kind of sucked. Well, I think you unlocked like weird dioramas for getting the medals. Oh, Blizzard again? Just remember there was one that was really, really annoying. It was like... What was it? I think in the first level, you had to get through an entire segment of the game without getting damaged. And I remember there was one part where you're in a morph ball tube or a line that was just so frustratingly bad at like telling you, telegraphing when you were gonna get hit. I do have to wonder why Nintendo still hasn't opted to do anything as their own equivalent to, like, achievements. Like, Switch 2... Switch, I mean, even would have been a perfect opportunity for, introducing that sort of thing. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I do know why. It's Nintendo. They live in their own little world. Sometimes it just feels like Nintendo is the kid in the corner hoarding all the crayons and eating the glue. Alright, the blizzard's over and so is my sandwich. Oh, wait. Oh. That was a kind of a cool drift. You don't have any markings, but I guess I'll go check if either of these are big. It has been a very long time since I've gotten a Humongo mark. Any other ones before I leave? Nope. Okay. Go see. This is more part of the course for shiny hunting. I was very surprised with that sandstorm one. Come on, show me a Humongo. I haven't seen one in months at this point. Serious Biggin. Hey, talk to me. Alright, just Serious Biggins. Goodbye. Did I save before making a sandwich last time? I don't remember. I did. Oh, and it's a blizzard. How lucky. Can it hold out for 5 minutes while the game has to process all this? Find out. Ooh, that awful flash. Okay, still got the blizzard. That's a lot of Pokemon that just spawned over there stacked on each other. Some Go-Goats and Knackle Stacks. Oh, it's over. Gosh, that does not last long. I mean, I guess I can still... I'll save that Sandstorm. Maybe I'll evolve that into an Armarouge just to have it. I do wish I'd get a Jumbo. It's been so long. And statistically, it shouldn't be that long. Unless I maybe have misinterpreted how the sandwich generation works. Seems like they spawn the most if I slowly descend, not above the ridge here. Oh, there's a guy down there. Not right, you're not supposed to be down there, bud. Doesn't this game actually have diamond dust weather, but it's like really specific about how it triggers? I think I read that once. It's like very specific conditions. Has to be very specific days and time of day and something like that. Blues. Actually, come to think of it, none of the shiny Charker that I found on Glacedo, yeah, none of them have had marks. I found 3 shinies and not one of them had even an uncommon mark. Hmm. All spawn in. There's a bunch of spawns. Okay. There's a blue. Again, though, not with a mark. Have they all been... I feel like they've all been female, too, now that I think about it. That's a weird... What are the odds of that? Keep it just to check if it's Humongo. I need to figure out how to replicate that spawn pattern I just did, though, because that was a lot of guys. And very easy to see places. Like, over here. Or this way? That doesn't seem to be it. I like how sometimes there's just random Pokemon cries in the audio. Just like they're not actually around. You can just hear them. Like I heard a Snover just now, I think. And down there. Okay, so this spot seems to be somewhere around where I've been floating. It's just I gotta figure out exactly the right spot. more over here? Like... I mean, this is pretty good. But that one again down there. That one cluster was really good. Alright, everyone look over here. Thank you. Everyone, you all look over here. Nope. This works, though, because then it's easy to check, and then I just go like this. Make sure I have to just be a little better at making sure they all despawn. Okay. This is working. Okay. Not the best spot for them to spawn, but this... Oh my god, actually. Wait a minute. Maybe this is the best spot for them. Holy smokes, so many just spawned in that one little group. Are any of you with blue eyes? No, but that was quite effective. Okay. Means I don't even have to go that far. So it looks like I just need to be further out. I needed to be higher up, but yeah, that does seem to be a good way to spawn them all just right there. Maybe I don't want them to spawn like that, though. Whoops. Up. I want up for this. About here, it looked like. Yeah, there they go. There they go. Any blue eyes in there? Nope. Maybe I don't want that. That cluster is kind of precarious and also very... If there was one in there, it would be very hard to, like, get them out. Probably better to get them spawning, like, up on the ridge. Oh, but they don't spawn as fast is the issue. Like, really high up. Really out from here. Yeah, I think that little cluster is just the best spawn point for them. They spawn so quick. Jesus, especially once you get to, like, this level. Alright, I just need to wreck the whole group. Up, up, up. And then down. A little farther. That's ridiculous. Look at him go. It's like popcorn. Blues. No blues. Wait, what is... I mentioned these guys look like Proto Man. What is Proto Man's Japanese name? It's not Blues, is it? Because Mega Man is Rock Man. Is it? I know there is a character named Blues, but is it Proto Man? Because that would be very funny then. What the hell was that? Something was crawling on me with a shell of some kind. And it crawled... I hit it and it is still alive. So now that's somewhere in the room. Great. I wonder if that was on the camera. That was awful. Oh yeah, Proto Man's Japanese name is Blues. That's very funny then. The guy that looks, the little Pokemon that looks kind of like Proto Man has a blue shiny. Or blue eyes, anyways. Man, that really was a thing of like the 80s and the 90s. Just, we're going to change all the names of the characters in their English adaptations. Just because. It is, I mean, there are cases where it's good they did that. Like, a lot of Pokemon have very, of the original 150, actually the first two generations, I would say, have very uninspired names. Like, some of them are just like Lizard. So, the English, that was a case of probably for the best to do that. Or Turtle. Or Rat. Oop. Good spawns. Good spawns. Keep them coming. Any blues in there? Nope. How's the sandwich going? Halfway. Oh, so stingy. Nope, all reds. All reds. Red. Well, that spawn didn't work that time. It was too close. Professor Oak warned me about this being too close. Play the original Pokemon Snap again. That game is fun. There they go. Wee. No. There's one. Again. Oh, well, this one's finally. This one's a male. That might be the first male I've seen. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. It's just strange. Statistics. I want a Humongo. It's more so that I just don't remember the last time I've hunted for a teensy Pokemon. Little one. I feel like I've been doing jumbo sandwiches so much. Blues? Here they go. That's quite good. And then when you get like lower, they start really pouring in. Oh, there's one. No, that one. Okay, you come to me? No. Okay. Hold that thought. Don't move. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Don't fall off the mountain. Now, this is a very present danger that they can just fall off the mountain if I take too long. Okay, that's 3. This means more checks for the Humongo. Crazy that I have to check. Did I do the sandwich wrong? Does it not have tidal power? I think it does. It does. Guess I've just been unlucky. How many is that? 4 Chinese since I started on Glacedo and not a single marking? Very strange. Although, there is the thing that Pokemon from these kind of outbreaks are calculated separately from the Pokemon that are made with your sandwich, so maybe that's why. Like a shiny from the sandwich and the shiny from the outbreak bonus are not registered together. How much time do I have left? Still 10 minutes? Okay. What is that? Did something other than a Charcadet just spawn over there? What was that? Or was it just like a weird grass artifacting thing? I was getting stuck on this hill. Or slope. Can I go now? Thank you. It was just like a weird grass artifacting. Okay, weird. Blues? Nope. Again, the one at the bottom of the slope. That's so weird. Okay, okay. Is it just the one over there has never despawned? No, that's got to be a different one every time. That just keeps falling down the slope. That one's just in a tree. Or in the snow. I can't even see its eyes. You good? What color are your eyes? I can't even see it to fight it. What? What is animation it's stuck in? Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that happen. Yeah, they don't even aggro. They just... Alright. New bug I've never seen in playing this game for years. They're all red. What about this little cluster? Any blues in there? Nope. Yeah, the slope cluster works pretty well. It's just I'm not getting very lucky. Anything? Nope. Well, actually, maybe it was for the best that I haven't been getting shinies with marks, because there hasn't really been a lot of snow weather in general. It's been kind of clear. I would say a Charcadet with a snow marking, either kind, would be a win for this. What? Oh, I thought it was like fighting it. That was weird. It is weird, not a single marking. Come on, start. There you go. Start sliding on in. Okay. Any over here? Any over here? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. The weather's gone too again. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen Glacedo so clear. It feels like it's always snowing here. Much time? 3 minutes? Could be one more shiny in 3 minutes. Here they go. Oh. Come on, guys. Oh. No run. Excellent shiny, Snorunt. You know, thinking back on Legends ZA, it's just been in the back of my mind since I mentioned it. If they do a DLC, I wonder if they'll include more megas, like more than what they have planned. Because if the leaks are right, there's about, well, let me not give specific numbers, but this is like 20, a good 20 or so, I would say. If they do a DLC, will they add even more? They're not. It doesn't look like they're going to be adding any regional variant Pokemon. Legends ZA would be such a good opportunity to finally give us Mega Flygon and Mega Jinx, who were apparently both Megas that were almost designed at one point and scrapped. I think Mega Jinx even had a... I've seen the... Yeah, there was the concept art for it, but I think it even had the Cry made for it that was added to Home at some point. Or Bank? It was Bank or Home, I don't remember which one. Wait a minute. If they still have held Mega Stone stuff in Legends ZA from Mega Evolution, does that mean that the one for Mega Dragonite's going to be Dragonite-Inite? Or Dragonite-ite? How's... Wait. Because isn't that how Mega Stones, they have an ite added? If it's a Mega Stone, it has ite added to it. Added to the end. If it's a Z crystal, it has added to the end of it. So is it going to be Dragonite-ite? Okay, come on, show me a Jumbo. We're so incredibly overdue for one. Good sight bigger. The series begin. Series begin. Okay, nothing. Wow. Also, a blizzard to start with. Every time I reload, it's a blizzard. Oh. And there's the weather. Gone. Like the wind. Ooh, I think I only have another I think two. Probably two more sandwich amounts left in me. I'd like to go for about 3 hours, and that would be just about. Oh, but it would be so underwhelming to not get the fourth and final of these in the recording. I guess I could always do a follow-up. This event does run for 2 weeks. Right? It shouldn't end this Sunday, but the next Sunday? Yeah, I could do that. Well, who knows? Maybe just coming to terms with that means I'll get a... Goodness, there's so many... What is crawling on me? Ugh. Why are there bugs? What are these bugs from? Sometimes when you come to terms with like, okay, that'll be my goal, and then you'll get a shiny really quick. How it goes. They're overlapping so much, it's a little hard to tell if there are any shinies in there. Are any of you blue? No. Are any of you? Can't, it's so hard to tell. Maybe I should try not to have too many of them spawn in this little cluster. It's just that if I don't spawn them there, they don't spawn as fast. Oh, shiny. Down front, you. No marking again. Crazy. Hmm. Oh my god, just get up the hill, please. It was pretty good, though. 5 minutes, we found one. That's how, more like how it should be. Wow. Just only there, huh? You think there's enough in this group? No blues. Let's just get them all to spawn. Okay, and then go back. Not close enough? I was not close enough. Hmm. Yeah, they get stuck in an... maybe because they're not normally in this environment. Maybe that's why. Maybe because they're not normally in this environment, they get stuck in the animation eating... or eating animation here in Glacado. Any blues? No. Got weather. Perfectly good time to give a mark. Any blue eyes? No. Any blue eyes? Nope. Okay. Wonder why they didn't bring back intense sunlight or fog intentionally. Not fog, mist for this one. Like, intense sunlight seems like it could have been an easy thing to just stick in the desert area. Did they just forget about it? I mean, it's programmed in with Groudon. Although Groudon was added with DLC. Wait, no. When could you bring Groudon into this game? It wasn't a base game one. No, it was added, I think, in Indigo Disc. Or its data was added. Still, from my understanding, with how they program things like registering the weather, they still reserve the slots for other weather patterns, even if they're not in the game. So why didn't they have intense sun? Was it just an oversight? No, I'm getting stuck. I'm gonna get stuck again. Look at this little line of guys. Huh, none of them spawned here. Those too close? Alright. Fine, be that way. Actually, you know what would be a very smart thing to do for this game next? Because this outbreak is going to go until mid-September, a little before. If they had any sense, they would make the next outbreak that runs until either the beginning or mid-October be for the 3 starters from Legend ZA. Actually, it would be to have the 3 starters from there, the 3 starters from ZA, and the 3 Generation 6 starters. An outbreak of all of those. That would be very smart as like a way to hype up the release. Which means they probably wouldn't do that. I wonder what they're cooking for Generation 10. Generation 10 has to be a, like, something huge. Because 10 generations of Pokemon across... Gosh, I wonder if they're going to wait until the anniversary. Because that's, what, 30 years? When did Pokemon come out? Was it 96 or 97, technically? I want to say it's considered 96, right? When it was launched in Japan, anyways? Oops. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, never mind. 2026 will be Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Oh, that might be too soon, though, for Generation 10. Well... Whoa, that's... I love that color. Magenta. What is the actual... Oh, I guess it's whatever Pokemon Day is. February? Oh, so no, that wouldn't... That would be too soon. They'll have to release something big, though, for the 30th anniversary. But I don't imagine it'll be anything related to... Oh, wow, even that color is nice. Can't imagine it'll be anything related to Generation 10. Would they... What would they even call Generation 10, I wonder? Like, what are the games gonna be? It must be a riff off of Red and Blue. Actually, it would be technically Red and Green. If they're, like, really... Wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, because red and green are opposite colors. And blue was technically the 3rd version. Yellow was technically the 4th version. But would they... You'd think for, like, the 10th generation, like, big celebration, it's gotta be something. They're gonna have to riff off of Red and Green. But there's already been, like, Ruby and Emerald, so I can't use that. I just hope they don't re-release the Generation 1 games again. I wouldn't be opposed to a Generation 2 remake. I can't, yeah, Generation 10... I mean, maybe the tail end of 2026. But, like, even that, I don't think that's reasonable to expect. I would assume 2020. Depends on how Legends ZA is. If that game is strong enough to stand on its own and like be interesting for long enough, then yeah. But if it is just like an interstitial until they can release the next game, because when did Scarlet and Violet, was that 2022 or 2023? No. They released November 2022, so it's gonna be 3 years this November. Actually, in a few months. A couple of months, really. So, 2026, if they release tail end of that, would be 4 years. That's not... It's not unheard of for a gap between releases, but it's not... They usually go a little longer than that. And they said they want to really make the next ones... They don't want to release them in the state that the past few generations have been releasing. Was the impression they gave me, at least. But I guess at the end of the day, it's all about money, so... I mean, Game Freak's such a massively successful company. You think they could hire 2 or 3 teams to kind of split up the work. I should look up that ratio, now that I'm talking about it, of how much income Pokemon makes based on its different sources of media. I think it's still Pokemon cards by a wide margin is what makes the most of their... I think games actually are near the bottom. It's like Pokemon cards and then merch and then something else and then games. I forget what. Like, I don't even think the Pokemon games are in the top 3 spots for revenue for Pokemon. Which is weird. I can't believe the card game became crazy again. To see it happen twice in my life. That it was this massive thing when I was a kid, and then it kind of died out. And now it's back with a vengeance. It's so weird. I doubt it'll be the last time, too. No blues in there. No, stop getting stuck on the slope. Check it. Open the menu while I'm floating like this, but I guess that's beyond this game's capabilities. Any blues in there? Nope. 10 minutes left already. Goodness. Wow. I feel like I've been really thorough too with, especially here on the mountain. It's crazy I've seen so few shinies. Nope, nothing here. Wait. No. Yeah, I think I'll finish this sandwich and then maybe do one more, and I think that's all I've got in me. You get tired from it. You gotta do it in waves and in chunks. Did I really only get one shiny from this whole sandwich? I did, didn't I? Yep, just one. Wow. That's the worst yet. Come on, just give me a good weather. Give me a shiny. Oh my god, with this annoying slope. I just need to land on the top of it. You slide off so easily. Oh, no blues. Dang. Might be one of the most stingy hunts I've ever had in this game. And that says a lot because I've done a lot of shiny hunting in this game. Oh, too close. Get up the slope, please. I'm running out of patience for that slope. Anything from you? No. Anything with you guys? Oh, wait. The one in the back? No. Five minutes. That's incredible with how they're spawning so quickly, and I still only got one shiny in this sandwich. Wow. Oh, no blues. No blues. No blues. No blues. Wow. Oh, maybe it's saving it all for the one last sandwich I'm gonna make. Other than that, I don't just have to try again another day. Wow. It's not like any of the sandwiches I've done so far have been extra lucky. Like, I haven't had one that gave me 6 shinies in a sandwich. I had 3 at the most with one of them, and that's not a crazy number. Let's get up the slope. Oh, okay. Oh, not a single blue in that whole cluster. Oh. This is a pretty good spot. Never mind, they stopped spawning. Wow. Absolutely horrible. I mean, that's how it is. That's just how shiny hunting goes, but that's crazy. Oh. I think there's one more spawn cluster left in this timer. And I'll go see if this one Charcadet that I found is a jumbo. Please spawn. Wow. Nope. Nope, nope, and nope. Sandwich is over. Terrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, it's raining. Serious biggin. Nope. Goodbye. Try it again. Wait, is this diamond dust? It is! Oh, well, how about that? That's surely lucky. I don't know that diamond dust can give you a weather mark, but... Cool. I thought it was rarer than that. Okay. Surely, and I mean, by surely I mean there's no actual logic to it, but surely diamond dust being present is a sign that I'll be very lucky this outbreak. And if not, it doesn't matter because this is the last one I'm doing for today. Oh, now it's a blizzard? Okay. Sure. Get back into the right spot. Blizzard is perfect time for a shiny to spawn. It would be cool if there was a diamond dust marking, but I don't know how you would possibly... It would be so rare because there's no control over that and it's such a rare weather to begin with. What is the rare... The rarest marking has to be the curry one. For shinies, anyways. Think? Oh, wait. You're a shiny. Ooh, and you have a mark? And you might have spawned while there was still weather. Let's see. Come on, show me that the diamond dust was a good luck charm. A sign of good things. Just don't be uncommon, please. Oh, sleepy time. Well, I finally got a mark at least. Who knows, maybe that's a jumbo, and the weather's gone too. Okay, don't lose heart. That was just nice that we found a shiny that quickly. Now, a jumbo sleepy mark, that would be something. Better than one mark is two. Hmm. Maybe Diamond Dust is just common in this game. I mean, I'm sure nothing will ever be like how it was in the original, in Diamond and Pearl. How it was a 1 day... Was it 1 day a year? Or was it 1 day period? Like, ever? I don't remember. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. 2 shinies very quickly. I like that. Keep this luck train going. This is all the shinies were backloaded. Oh, and we get weather again. Good, 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 good. Why you no spawn? Spawn, please. Thank you. Oh, blue's there. Oh, there's a blue in there. This is what I was worried about, though. Oh, and you have a mark. Please have a weather mark. That was so perfect. Well, I mean, that is how things average out. You go 2 or 3 sandwiches with very few shinies, and then you do a sandwich and you get a ton right off the bat. That just is how it is. And the weather is gone. Surely that means the weather was here just to give me this mark. Nope. Okay, still. At least we're finally getting markings again. Been 5 minutes? 6 minutes. I've gotten 3. That's good. That's good. Keep them coming. Plus, the more shinies, the more chances for a jumbo. Oh. There. Nothing over here. At least it is a very fast check. It takes like 20 to 30 seconds to cycle through a whole batch of them. Oh, weather's back. good spot. Here? Oh, there is another shiny. In the forefront. You. Good. Keep, even if they don't have marks, just keep them coming. If they have jumbo size indicators, that's good too. Ooh, look at him over there. Okay, that's, I mean, 4 shinies already is, I've already beaten my record from Charcadet outbreaks, and it's been 7 or 8 minutes. Keep doing that, please. Nope. Just keep doing it. It'll be good, I'm sure. Ooh, almost. Oops. 1 second, hold that thought. You keep hanging out there. Come here. Crazy that they've actually been popping up during weather and they're still not having marks. Or weather marks. They're not supposed to be that rare for weather marks, really. Oops. Why no spawn this time? Hmm? No. Thought I saw some blue, but I didn't. Yes, I did. Wow. They really were all backloaded, weren't they? What are we looking at the time? Wow. Not even halfway through the sandwich, and that's what, 5 Chinese? Okay, that's how it averages out. The diamond dust really was a good luck charm. This slope, however, is the bane of my existence. It's the only bad part about this area. Blue. Well, let's get some more weather going. Something was in the snow there, and it popped up as I got near the tree. That was weird. The weather's back. Good. Man, it's so weird about where. I guess this is the best spot. Is this hovering over there? It seemed to spawn them even faster. You blue? No, you're red. Are any of you blue? No. No, no, no. Okay. So I don't need to go that far out. I just need to go... Like, where was it? Like here? It looked like they were spawning pretty fast. Here-ish? Yeah, here. And it keeps them from spawning on the slope and being annoying. Oh. Oh, there goes the weather. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Right about here. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There it is. Oh yeah, it's much easier from this side. Any blue among you? No. The weather kicks back up pretty quick now. Oh. Damn it. Why do you guys have no marks? In the weather, there's no marks? What? What? What am I at currently? 6? 7. I've gotten 7 from the sandwich. Why are they all... There's what? 12 minutes still. There's this rate, I might walk away with 9 from this sandwich. If it persists this way. There goes the weather. Close, they're not spawning. I mean, this is a big enough batch that there's a solid chance one of them is Humongo. A decent chance. A not insignificant chance. A chance. Spot, so they didn't spawn. This would be so good to end. Started with a diamond dust. I've gotten tons of shinies from this one. Gotta be some good luck in this one. And the weather's back. I mean, it seems to switch like every other minute. I guess didn't Anubis, when I looked up that stuff, didn't they say that weather has like a 2 or 4 minute duration and then just ends? I didn't do a very good job of despawning those guys. Oh. Oh. Still hopeful that there's more shinies left in this sandwich, but we are running out of time. Wait, was that blue down there? No. Any among you? Nope. Keep going. Blues? Nope. No blues. No blues. Nope. Nope. Okay. What did you do on time? 7 minutes. I can still find 2 shinies in that. Although even if I end with what I have so far, I'm still pretty happy that that's what I got. Just took forever to get there. And if need be, I'd come back another day and why are they not spawning? It was too far away. Yeah, there's still plenty of time for this outbreak event. Always come back. Nope. Reds. Reds, 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 reds. Also red, also red, red. Nope. Nothing. Too far again. Oh, one last little bit of weather for the road. One right at the end. Give me one shiny right at the end with a weather mark. No. How much time? 4 minutes? Still time for one more. There's still time for one more shiny in that. In that? Why did I say it like that? Why did it not? Sometimes it just does. It eats the inputs and you don't fly. Come on, weather, hold out. At least hold out until the sandwich is over. Come on, spawn. Why aren't you spawning? I think I've lost the, like, sweet spot for the spawn. Wait. Could it be? One last one with a weather marking for me? Come on. Really? Not a single weather mark. Maybe one more? Eh. I can't really ask for one more. I've gotten a lot from this sandwich. 8 is a crazy number of shinies to get from a sandwich, even with boosted odds. There's what? A minute and a half left? I can maybe get 3 more spawns out of that. They would despawn. Nope. Nope. Nothing. Nope. Nope. Let me go further. I think I'm just not going further enough away. There we go. Hey. I didn't fight you. Oh, you put me further down the slope. I love this slope. Alright, this is probably the last batch. Why are those not despawning? And the weather even stopped. Yep, this is it. Do or die. Sandwich done? Sandwich is done. Alright. I may not have had crazy luck with the titles themselves, but there's a okay chance that I got a Humongo. Find out. Come on. Good sight bigger. Serious biggin. Come on. This is sad. Oh, now it's raining. Serious biggin. God. I mean, am I doing something wrong with the Humongo stuff? That's terrible. Or maybe they changed something in a patch? I doubt that. Yep, no, I got nothing. It was a bust. But at least the final sandwich feels a little validating to finally get some marks. Even if nothing crazy, and even I didn't get any snow. I can't believe I didn't get any weather marks in that whole thing. Alright, I'll try again another time. What am I doing? Pokemon, right. It's the calm before the storm, because the next 50 days are going to have 4 major game releases that I really want to play, and I don't think any of them are short. So I'm not going to have a lot of time to do a lot of shiny hunting. Plus, this event ends this, like, Sunday or something, so. One last try for our Charcadet with a marking. Do I like this spot, though? I can just default to do this. There's one other one over there. That one might be better. Let's go check that one. This one's a bit slopey for my tastes. But yeah, I have Borderlands 4. Actually, by the time this video comes out, because I forgot to put out the first hunt I did for Charcadet. I got distracted by Lies of P. This is not a bad spot. This'll work. Okay. Yeah. Borderlands 4 is this Friday. And then about 2 weeks... Actually, oh, I forgot there's also the Assassin's Creed DLC. That probably isn't going to be that long. Oh, they're so bouncy. Okay, yeah. Borderlands 4. Then about 2 weeks after that... 2 and change. The new Digimon game is out. 2 weeks after that, the new Pokemon game is out. 2 weeks after that, Outer Worlds 2 is out. It's, why did they do that? Why can't they spread them out nicer and make it easier to play those games? I guess, why would they? All those games are owned by different companies. Let me think. It's not a case of, like, Microsoft owning all of them, right? No, it's Gearbox, who's independent, Bandai, Nintendo, and then, I guess Obsidian, which is owned by Microsoft now, so that's like the only one with the big corporate umbrella. That's a shiny already. Not you. You. Oh, and the Digimon game has a demo. Actually, the demo should be out at the time of this recording, like in 2 hours, I think. And apparently the demo carries over progress, so I might have to try that. I don't think you get a lot of the game. You can't see too much, but it will give me access to early level grinding, which is something hard to resist. This seems like a pretty good spot, all things considered. Not as good as that first spot I did in the mountains that or second spot? Third spot? I lost count. The one where I was jumping off a cliff and flying around. Oh, and we get a good view of the area that kills the frame rate. It's like in The Lion King. Never go there. That dark, shadowy place. And that thing run in to get beat up, didn't it? Bold strategy, Cotton. Ooh, that's... Huh. Can I get them to pop in some more if I'm, like, over here? No, they're spawning up on the hill. Wow, I didn't think they can get that far away and not, like, despawn. I just get to see something. Oh yeah, that does just bust their animation. I guess they're not programmed to be anywhere where there's a tree that they eat fruit. Like, that animation is... I know every Pokemon probably has an animation for eating. But maybe it's for some reason that combination of activating the eating animation caused by being under a tree doesn't work for Charcadet. Like, it doesn't move. It can't break the animation to trigger running. Weird. Definitely getting lower. Okay. Also, at the time of... Oh, did you finally... Nope, you did not break free. At the time of recording the last time, I hadn't fought, Chi-Yu. I was trying to fight at least each one at least once just for the hell of it. Oh my god, Chi-Yu is even easier. I thought Chin Pao was going to be the easiest one. Chi-Yu is just... Use a Zoom rail and spam liquidation. It can't do anything. Just have a shell bell. And huge power. But I barely even needed to terrastalize. I probably could have gotten away with not even doing that. This hill's a bit of a annoyance. Because it makes it difficult to see guys up here, but it's not that bad, I think. Also, it seems like these spawn in a much wider area. This is a big outbreak. There's a lot of guys to this one. Is there any... Oop, Sneasel. Any place flat enough to make a picnic? Good for you. Yes, you love fighting Oh, Are we gonna have an issue here with you guys? Can I go now? Thank you. Oh, you're gonna still keep chasing me. No, you're doing something else. That's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Stop. What is flat enough? This could be. I already forgot, but it's... Yeah, it's red pepper too spicy, I think. Worked. Hopefully I have a little better luck with the first few sandwiches. My god, the last time they were all backloaded in one sandwich, but... I'm just thinking of my plan of action here. Maybe go down the slope and then come back up on the ridge. That might be the way to do it. And suppose there's still weather? No, weather is gone. It's a good spot, but everything's spawned up here. Wait, they're not spawning up here, are they? No, this is just on the edge of their spawn, it seems. Alright. Surely I can get any kind of rare mark or a weather mark this time. Ooh, snowstorm. Okay, maybe I just try to fly away and... If this goes well enough, maybe I'll just switch over to the Digimon demo. But let me not get ahead of myself, one thing at a time. I go far enough up the hill, it despawns. Okay, this might be the way to do it. Nope, there it goes. Hmm. Oh, Delibird. Yeah, I'm not sold on this area. It's a little annoying to reset them. Actually, you know what? If I go all the way down and then back up, that might be the best way. Yeah, this kind of works. Well, does it? Still a little tricky to see everything spawn in and out. The problem is if I hug this side, it's going to spawn guys up on top of that cliff. I guess this way down? Mm-hmm. Nope. Nope. Show me them beautiful blue eyes. Hey, the weather's back. Okay, I think this is... Yeah, this seems to be fine. So go all the way up the hill. Down this side and go back down. Oh, are any of you blue? Nope. Red, red, red. Red. Red, red. Okay. Down the hill. Go up the hill. Actually, this is not a bad... Wait, this might be the way. It's because this is like the edge of the spawn. Is it? Oh, but a bunch of stuff spawned down there. Maybe not. Oh my god, another blizzard. Okay. On you little red wonders. Show me your blue eyes. I mean, I also have to get lucky and actually have one spawn with a mark, which for some reason just would not happen last time, but, you know, fingers crossed. I feel like I say fingers crossed a lot. When I don't actually believe in, like, hoping for luck. You either are lucky or aren't lucky. That's all there is to it. I wonder if certain parts of the map are more prone to, like, weather than others. I don't believe so. from that thing I saw that Anubis wrote up. It looked, it was just like, if this terrain, then can weather. Well, I guess this is just a very long, lucky snowstorm. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty good spot if I just get them all to spawn like that. Seems like it has like the widest radius of spawn points. So like this, a bit more. Yeah, this works. Oops. There's no... Wait, hail is... Oh, I don't... It doesn't matter now. I forget, hail does damage in this game, doesn't it? It's not like in Legends. Right. So, I wouldn't want to false swipe. How are we doing? It's already 10 minutes and nothing? Almost. Almost. Well, at least this is a good spot now that I've figured out a good way to handle it. Okay, then go back down. And go back up. That was a very long snowstorm. It's a shame how generous the game was and then wasn't generous to give me the Charcadet. But if it happened once, it can happen again. Oh, speak of the devil. There's no weather now. Right? No. Clear skies, but you do have a mark, so that's a good start. Oh, and there's the weather. Another snowstorm? Okay. Or is that just regular? No, that's a snowstorm. Weird. This place is crazy for that. Alright. Is this hunt already over? Nope. It is definitely not over. This is a snowstorm, right? Yeah. Huh. Okay. Keep them coming, I guess, until I get what I'm looking for. You have to make sure none of these guys are jumbo. Remember to always check that. Oh! Could it be? Okay. If snowstorm is bad, then I should probably have Gnosis. It didn't say it's hailing. But I'm pretty sure it does the chip damage, doesn't it? Yeah, if this is short, oh. I'll tack it onto the first hunt. At that point. Weird, it didn't even like say anything about the weather, so maybe it doesn't do any kind of chip damage. Come on, snowstorm marking. Those are actually kind of rare. Yes, okay. Hey, the hunt is over. That's actually a really good mark. And it's different from the snow, so I got the regular snowstorm marking with my Oddish. And now a blizzard marking with Charcadet. Perfect, so no repeats on this crew. It's just a shame about the ground shiny hunt because there wasn't really a weather solution for that bunch. Well, I guess I should just let the timer run out and then I guess go from there. How much time is there left? Oh, wow. Great. Okay, so... Oop, the luck averaged out. I didn't get anything doing 3 hours worth of hunting last time, and 20-ish minutes of hunting, I got it immediately. Let's see what other... Another one. Let's see what other gems pop up in this hunt. Is there really no, like, not even a shade of color difference between... No, there really isn't, is there? Such a waste. Ow. Okay, that's 3 already. Averaging 1 every 5 minutes. That's pretty reasonable odds for sandwiches. Oh, I really hit my knuckle on Mike. Owie. Ooh, I took a little skin off. Ouch. That little clamp adjustment really clipped me. Rather, I clipped it, I guess. It wasn't moving. The game was just like, here, I'm gonna give you blizzards until you get this marking. Go nuts. Question is, I should use another one of them. Maybe I'll use the sandstorm. Actually, I have to check. Do I have a morning... Is one of the two that I have in home a morning mark? Because I would like to keep Armor Rouge with morning, because my Ceruledge Edge has the dusk mark. Kind of like that combo. Why am I going up the hill? What am I doing? I've already forgotten how to do this. Wonder if... I just had a thought. If the Digimon demo... The game will have trophies, no question about that, but... Will progress count towards trophies in... Surely they'll take into account that kind of thing. Like, maybe you'll have to do, like, the first whatever amount of the game again, just to register it, but... Actually, that would be kind of fun. I like doing that when it's an option. That was something in the Fallout beta, was... getting all the trophies except like the earliest, easiest ones because you basically skipped it as a result of playing early, and then getting that as like your last trophy. I like that. That's funny. Like, if there's a beat the tutorial trophy. Oh, you were shiny for a second. No, you're regular. And I don't get it because I made progress in the demo. Because I think the demo goes up to, I don't remember if it said chapter or part 1, something like that. And then you can also explore the town. But if that's an option, and it's like I like started chapter 2 or part 2 or whatever, and I don't get the trophy for it, and then I beat the game, do everything else, like complete the what is it called, the Digimon Encyclopedia or whatever they call it in the game. I do all that, and then I go and get the prologue trophy. That would be pretty good. I like that. I didn't think anyone did demos like that anymore. They're like, play early, you can have a segment of the game, and then it carries over. That's like, I feel like that hasn't been really a thing since like the Xbox 360 era. They were big on that. Like PS3 and Xbox 360 loved demos like that. Then again, they just like demos more. You don't see a lot of demos anymore. Nintendo was trying to bring, that's kind of been putting more emphasis on demos recently. There's that. Oh man, the Mega Malamar reveal, I just remembered. Oh, you're rare. Pretty rare to spawn up here. Hello. And chalk it up to another Mega reveal that matches description from leaks. It's, what, 4 for 4 now? So, I don't really think there's any surprises in store for designs. Which is fine. I mean, that's one thing. I don't like to know the story or anything like that, but I like to know the Pokemon ahead of time because I like to I guess it's called theory crafting. Like, build my team ahead of time so I know which Pokemon I want to have throughout the adventure. I'm not a big fan of catch something, try it a little, put it away, catch something, try it a little, put it... I want to know what I want from the start. Although that was... You know what? Maybe that's not so bad, because when I played the Mariomon game, that is basically what I did. Hello. That was a pretty fun experience. I hope they make another one of those. Just maybe tone it down with the obnoxious stuff like the... whatever that cave thing was, where you have to go... It was like the Pit of 100 Trials, wasn't it? But don't do that again. Or if you do, don't hide a Pokemon behind it. Or a Mariomon. That wasn't so hot. I don't think I would have done that. Forget even being able to. I don't think I would have even tried if I didn't have access to save states and the like. Everything else in that game was fantastic. And that mode itself is fine. I'm sure there's a lot of appeal to like battle facility style stuff. But again, don't put a thing you need to catch in there. Or at least don't put it deep. Like, it could be like 10 floors and then you have the encounter. And then you can go way further just as part of the exploration. I mean, that was something from Alpharad. I don't really follow Alpharad, but maybe I should. I mean, we've been in the era of ROM hacks for a while, but now we're like really digging deep because of all the decomp stuff. People are starting to really go crazy with it, and it's really, really cool. Like, I can't say some things I know, but I know that there's people combining like the recomp tech that my brother made with ROM hacks, and there's gonna be some potential for some really cool stuff. Like, I have such high expectations once the Banjo-Kazooie recomp stuff is done. that one guy who does all the Banjo-Kazooie ROM hacks that are crazy good. I haven't played any of them, but I've watched my brother play one, and I've seen a few others. I should play those at one point, like Jiggies of Time and Nostalgia 64. But that kind of fantastic work with access to the recomp stuff is going to be insane. Oh, the previews and tech I've seen that I can't say anything about. Oh, another one. It's been really, really cool. Ow. This sandwich has a ton of these. How much more time is left? Wow, I could get another one. Am I at 5 already? Yeah, because this one was first. Before the sandwich. Yeah, I could get one more. And this is why it's so important to keep trying. This isn't gambler's fallacy, because you're not really losing anything from doing this besides time. But luck always averages out in these games. If you go 3 hours without finding anything good, you'll go 30 minutes and find something immediately that is good. Oh, I also need to check if any of these are large. Wouldn't that be something? I find a blizzard and a large one at the same time. I should check what recomps have been made publicly known. Like, I know there's a bunch of people now working on different recomps. That's... I mean, good on my brother for just sharing the ways to do it and not being like a weirdo that hoards it and is like, oh no, only I can do it. It's... I don't know why people are like that. Oh. Knowledge is meant to be shared. Of course, there's the people who are like, oh, he should be getting paid for it. He should charge for this kind of thing. Also bad. Don't do that. Especially not with this kind of legal gray area. The best thing you can do regarding the recomp is credentials. It looks pretty good on your resume to be responsible for a huge the right date? Yes, it is. A huge impact on, I was gonna say PC gaming, but I guess it's just gaming in general. This is a way to bring old stuff into modern times. Efficiently. And easily. Well, easily played, not easily done. Like, having a job application for like a company, a software company, and being like, I'm the recomp guy, that probably gets you some points. Although everything now is nepotism hiring now, so who knows? You either gotta have family or a friend in the business to get into the business these days. A shame that. But that's something that's always perplexed. Well, one of many things that perplexes me regarding Nintendo. Nintendo will see stuff, incredible stuff being made regarding their IPs. Like modern day high-res texture packs or things like that. And instead of like commissioning people or paying them out, they'll like try to sue them. Like these people did nothing but give you publicity on a modern day like features for your game, and your instinct is to punish them. Like if someone makes a ground up remake of a game, you should hire them to make the ground up from the ground up remake of the game. And then you can stick your Nintendo nose in it and make sure it's the quality you want. And then you can release it and people will be happy. And you'll make money. Nintendo likes money. They love money. Lately, they love money too much. What's that sandwich doing? Just the strange... Because, I mean, I've seen that happen with other... I've seen it happen kind of. Like, Bethesda did that a little bit. Where they hired... That was like the Creation Club stuff, though. Not quite the same. And Bethesda and ZeniMax have had a history of accidentally stealing fan art and putting it in their games, thinking it was something they made. There was a very, very good case of that with Elder Scrolls Online. They stole artwork that someone had designed and used it as a tattoo because someone on the ZeniMax team thought it was something that they had made. Not the person themselves have made, but like it was just made by the Elder Scrolls Online team. Whoops. Gotta fact check things. I can't tell what's happening with ZeniMax. It seems like... Well, it seems like Microsoft is picking apart a carcass and firing people and hiring people more like money-focused and business-driven and all that. But then they'll put out articles... Well, I mean, I guess they have to. They'll put out articles that are like, oh, we're doing better than ever and all this and that. And it's like, are you? I don't... Blink twice if you're in danger. Because the last big content they released was a lot of just reused assets from previous releases. Although the two dungeons they just released were pretty fun. I did play those. Those were fun. I like there's a weird like Guitar Hero music minigame in one of them that was a little tricky with the random group I joined, but we got it done. Sandwich is almost over. I did average one per 5 minutes. That's crazy. And it's over. Okay. One last check. Any blues? Any blues? No. Alright. Let's go check out these sizes, and I think this was a success. So happy. So happy. That was perfect. Now the question will be... Because this is ending on Sunday or Saturday, I think, the 13th or the 14th. That leaves 1 month between the end of this and the release of Legends EA. what are they gonna do between now and then? If they're clever, they'll do something to kind of tie in the promotion, like, or promote the release, like have the Gen 6 starters as featured outbreaks, or have the Legends EA starters as out. I think I mentioned that last time, didn't I? Alright, any whoppers of a Charcadet? Serious Biggin. Serious Biggin. A good sight bigger. I hope I see one more Humongo before I'm done with this game. It's not looking likely. The first one, well, actually, the first one did have a marking, or an indicator that was large. The pre-sandwich one. What are the odds that that one is a huge? Perfectly average. Never mind. Why did it have the... I could have sworn it had the marking. Okay, well. I've got my Charcadets. Plural. I need to check... I'll check that on my own. Yeah, that's it for now then, so... Awesome. Thanks for joining me. Back all the next stuff up real soon, but until then... Bye.